Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode on the Minecraft world. That's right, we are back in the base as always, and today's episode is actually the first episode that is going to be released back from my break. Technically it's not. It's the first episode that I'm recording back from my break, if that makes any sense. So videos have come out since my break, but I recorded those before I took my break on YouTube, which is probably old news by now. But anyway, so yeah, it's been a little while, but I have actually been playing in this world before then, because I actually tried to record a video, but I wasn't happy with how it turned out. Nothing was working that I was doing, so I just decided to not stop the video and try and work things out off camera before I start another video. So I have done that, so I'll show you what I did in the previous episode that didn't get released, that never was. Basically, I was trying to do a little bit more villager work in the villager warehouse right here. So you can see this bottom floor looks almost the same, except this guy's shifted over by one somehow. I'm not entirely sure how that happened, but we still have our silk touch guy right here. Pretty good. And we've also got the stone guy right here, which we can trade stone for emeralds, which will be even better once we have instant mine. But anyway, you can see this system wasn't here before, and it's now here. Basically, this is a collection area for villagers. So villagers will breed up the top, and they will fall down here, and once they grow up, we'll be able to grab them. So you can see, basically the system is, it's kind of hard to explain, but it pulls back the baby villagers and pushes forward the adult villagers. However, something I do need to change, which hopefully I'll be able to here. Oh no, I don't want villagers. Oh, okay. Alright, whatever. That guy's down here now. What I want to change is make that 4 ticks, because otherwise that isn't fast enough. Anyway, we now have a villager in here, who is over here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this guy. I think I might just leave him. Anyway, I don't know whether I want to try and do some sort of zombification type thing. If I do that, it'll probably be pretty manual. It probably won't be the most automatic thing in the world. But anyway, so up here, the system that does it all, not really. We have a couple villagers up here. There were 3 before, but I guess one of them fell down the side here. But basically, these 2 guys... Actually, I did want to get rid of that guy, so that is convenient. Anyway, these 2 villagers will harvest these farms right here, which reminds me I actually need to replant that. So these guys will harvest these farms. We should see, hopefully, they'll harvest these 2 things. No, maybe there's a range with the composters. I might try and move these composters a little bit. If I just move them to the middle here, maybe they'll farm a bigger radius. I'm not sure. Anyway, so these villagers should farm all of these carrots and stuff. And then they will want to breed because of that. And then they'll have a child. And basically, that's annoying. But they'll breed together, they'll have a child, and then the child will just wander into here at some point. And we've got a few villagers down there. We've got 3, I do believe, or maybe even 4. Is that 3 or 4? We've got 4. 2 babies and 2 adult villagers. That's pretty good. And we've got this guy, which is a 5. So this is, in a way, a functional villager breeder. There is a chance that the baby villagers might not wander into here, but from what I've seen, they always tend to wander in there. So, not entirely sure, but hopefully that is the case, and I think I'm going to have to encourage these guys. They're not very good at their jobs. Yeah, so anyway, now what I want to try and do in this episode is I want to have a little bit of a trading booth, so we can get the villagers' trades that we want, and then I want maybe possibly an area where a zombie can zombify the villagers, and then we can cure them to get a lot cheaper prices. And what I have learnt about over the past, I don't know, about a week ago, is that villagers actually, their trades get lower and lower the more you cure them. So I didn't actually know that, and I think that's a really good thing that we should try and take advantage of. Anyway, other stuff I've done off camera is I've put these trapdoors in, not a huge deal, where basically you're breeding your cows, you can't get out, but what you can do is you can flick a trapdoor down there, flick it back up, because I found with carpets, the baby cows were escaping a lot, especially with this many in this tight of an area. So I had to add some trapdoors that you can flick up so that they can't escape. And so yeah, that's pretty much everything I've done technically off camera. I I've deleted all the footage of that other one, and I've also just been cooking up a whole lot of meat. We've got a lot of food in here, so we shouldn't ever run out of food. We've got 3 stacks. Alright, so the first project for this video that I actually want to do as part of this video is to build a little bit of a trading booth. So basically what that will entail is I need to gather some... I'm pretty sure I have... Yeah, I need trapdoors. So this shouldn't be too hard. I just need a couple trapdoors there, and then I'll just grab some levers. Maybe I have some levers. No, I guess I'll just go into my stone. Do I not have any... Okay, I was about to say, do I not have any cobblestone? So let me just craft up a few levers here. I guess I'll just craft up 3. I can always craft up more if I need to. Anyway, so now I'm going to head in here. And on this layer, basically what I want to do is have a trapdoor that's facing this way. So basically, that'll be facing that way. And I need some stone bricks, I've just realized. But basically, that trapdoor is facing that way. And then when the villager gets in, the villager tends to jump a little bit. Not entirely sure what's going on there. But the villager likes to jump while it's in that little area. So then we can close the trapdoor underneath it. And that'll basically mean that it can get the minecart a lot easier. Anyway, so now basically you put your... Oh, I'm glad I didn't accidentally hit you. But you put your trading thing right here, like the lectern or whatever. And then basically have some blocks up like this. There'll be a piston that is right here, but I don't have that piston currently, so I'm just going to leave it. And basically we'll have some activator rails behind, with some powered rails going from here and then around here. And then basically the idea is we then have the zombie area over here, but of course we don't have that yet, so I'm just going to leave that blank. Now of course, the last thing we need to do in here is just place another lever here. We can turn this on and off depending on whether we want the villager to actually get off in there. So this worked in the testing world. Hopefully this works properly in here. I'm a little bit scared if it doesn't, because I don't really know what I would do if it doesn't work. But anyway, so let's go ahead and... Oh, that's a sticky piston. I don't really want to use a sticky piston. I then proceed to do all of the building and the boring stuff on camera. Yeah, this is my first video recorded back in quite a while, so please forgive me. Anyway, I'm just going to cut back to when I've finished that little bit right there. And let's press the button and see if it works. We've got an adult villager, and he's in the system! Oh, that is awesome. That is super, super awesome. Okay, so now that he's in the system, what we can actually do is he shouldn't be able to escape anywhere. He jumps up there, so we can put him down there, and now he can't escape from there either. Perfect, perfect. And now we can put whatever we want in front of him. In this case, we want to put a lectern, so basically he will become a librarian. I am subtly looking for mending, but you know, we might not get mending. And you can see he hasn't got the ability to refresh his trades. So I'm going to have to sleep in a bed to refresh his trades. But what I want to look at is, do I have any name tags? I do. I have a few name tags. Okay. What I want to do is I want to get a zombie. Now I'm not entirely sure how we're going to be able to separate the zombie from the villager. I might have to come up with some form of a design for that one off camera. But yeah, we should want to get that, because that might not be as hard. I've got a couple ideas in my head right now of how I would get the zombie to attack the villager without the zombie, with the villager and the zombie still separated. So yeah, anyway, now I'm going to go ahead and change this guy's profession over and over again until I hopefully get a mending trade. Some of these trades are definitely tempting. That is a good trade right there. And I don't have any armor. Oh, we can get another one. We can get another one. Alright. We now have a protection 4 villager right here, which is really, really good. So that should give us some really good armor. It's no mending guy. Okay, it's no mending guy. But I think that's definitely a good trade. So I'm going to keep it anyway. So now, basically what we can do is we can send this guy into a zombie killing chamber and we can cure him again. But I've just realized we actually need the potions and the golden apples in order to cure the zombie villagers. So, I wonder, do I have any materials for weakness potions. I believe you need spider eyes and brown mushrooms. Do I have any brown mushrooms? I have one brown mushroom. I might be able to bone meal that and grow that because I've got a lot of mob drops from the mob farm. We also need sugar, and of course I've got that. But we need to have a brewing stand, which I don't have the materials for. So, yeah, this might be a little bit of an operation to try and get that going. But anyway, what I want to do right now, just really quickly, because I made loads of paper, just to do a bit of a paper trade. This guy doesn't have a paper trade, really. Wow, okay, I thought... He's moved over by another one! How? How do you do it? For now, what I want to go ahead and do is I want to try and get the materials for a brewing stand and therefore a weakness potion. And I want to try and, yeah, get all that stuff going. I should have bottles from the witch farm, which is really, really good. That witch farm is awesome. I haven't built a witch farm before, but now that I have, I can confidently say build a witch farm. They're really amazing farms. Anyway, so now I'm going to go ahead and get the materials needed, aka the blaze rods. I don't have any looting on this, unfortunately, but I'm going to try and go ahead, head to the nether. I can't remember whether there's a nether fortress nearby, but I'm going to go ahead and try to find a nether fortress, and hopefully we'll be able to get some blaze rods. Okay, I now have 2 blaze rods, which is the bare minimum for a brewing stand. Actually, well, technically you only need 1, but you actually need 2 because of the blaze powder. Anyway, I believe this is the way back. I could be wrong, but I think this is the way back from memory. I hopefully won't get lost. Knowing me, though, I probably will, and I've already gotten lost. I have no idea where I am. So I'm going to head to the witch farm on the way back to gather some bottles, as well as maybe some gunpowder to create splash potions, and I think they drop spider eyes as well, witches. Yeah, I'm pretty sure witches drop spider eyes as well, so that's good. Yep, you can see there's some spider eyes in here. This farm is really, really good. I think this is a really great farm. Some sugar, we need some bottles, we need some gunpowder, we need some spider eyes. It's actually interesting. They do drop a lot of items that you use in brewing, don't they? Anyway, you can see items are already making their way up. We've been up here for like a second, and new items are already flowing in. That's absolutely mad. Anyway, I'm going to head back through, I'm going to head back to the base, and hopefully I'll have enough materials for some potions. Right, so I'm heading up to the mob farm here to get some bones to bone meal my one singular brown mushroom into giant brown mushrooms. But what I have just realized is nether wart. We actually don't have any nether wart whatsoever, which is probably going to be a bit of an issue, so I'm going to have to head back to that area before. Anyway, now we have some more bones. I'm going to have to head back to the nether fortress, that's what it is. For some reason my brain's not really working with words currently, so I apologize for that. But anyway, we now have some bones that will, I think, be more than enough bones. I still can't believe we got that wither skeleton skull. That is absolutely... Right, let's see if we can get a wither skeleton skull. I highly doubt it, but let's see. This is actually a lot easier to fight them when there's no server lag going on. Oh my, what? Was it 3 wither skeleton kills? Let me take a look here. 3 wither skeletons. You have killed 3, and I have a wither skeleton skull. There was no funny business going on there. You could see exactly what was going on. I got this wither skeleton skull. Totally legit. 3 wither skeleton kills. That is... Oh, I wouldn't believe myself if I told myself that. Anyway, so now I've got the bone meals. If I head down to here, I've got the brown mushroom. I'm going to head off to bed before I go ahead and grow those. And then I'm going to have to go ahead and find some nether wart in that nether fortress. But I do want to grow this brown mushroom on camera because, I don't know, I like it. Can you just place them? No, you can't just place them in the middle of daylight. Not even on there. Okay, so it has to be in a bit of a dark area, unfortunately. Can I do it under this tree, I wonder? Let me take out this skeleton. Let's see, I can plant it there. I can plant it there. So let's grab a bunch of bone meal from this and let's grow it. Yeah, no, that's not going to work. Alright, well, I'm going to have to figure out a way to do this off camera. You know, something I keep forgetting while recording these clips is to actually press the record button. It's something I just keep forgetting now. I keep forgetting. I've taken a break. I haven't recorded for a while. I've just forgotten to press the start recording button again. But anyway, I did end up getting the splash potions brewed, and I did end up getting these golden apples, which I have retextured to be Ilmango golden apples with Exuma Void's vanilla tweaks resource pack thingo. I definitely recommend checking that out. But anyway, so now we have those, and we've got a protection 4 guy here. We've got the potions, we've got the golden apples. Now we just need the zombie. So I think I'm gonna name this guy. Let's call him Zombifier. Zombifier. Let's call him that. And so now I guess I just have to wait until it becomes night. It is on the way down, the sun that is. Maybe we'll be able to find some zombies. I don't know. They're not the smartest mobs in the game. They don't hide under trees. They're just kind of, oh, I'm burning. I wonder why I'm burning. Oh, well. They don't really think too much of it. Anyway, I guess I'm just going to go ahead. Oh! Oh, okay. I take it back. Here is Mr. Zombifier right here. I'm going to have to get him inside before his helmet breaks and he starts burning in the daylight. That is perfect! I couldn't have asked for a better opportunity than that, in all honesty. Anyway, so let's get him in here, and then I'm going to have to figure out a way to get him upstairs. Let me just place the door back here. There we go. Okay, so now we've got a zombie in here. Oh, there's a cat! It's actually a cat. Okay, so before I actually do anything with this zombie, though, I'm going to have to figure out how to create a bit of a system to separate the zombie and the zombie villager from each other, because they need to be together, but they need to be apart at the same time. So I'm not entirely sure. I've got a bit of an idea of how to do that. I'm going to create a creative mode backup. Did that cat just go through the portal? I think that cat just went through the portal. Anyway, I'm going to have to create a separate world in creative mode to figure out how to do that. I might actually just do it in my testing world. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll show you the result. Right, so I'm on a creative mode backup of the world, and I think I might have a bit of a design here. He does not go in there. Why does he? And, oh, that's an issue. The zombie is in the minecart. We can't really have that. Oh, no. What am I gonna do about that? No, that's all wrong. That's definitely an issue I'm gonna have to work out. Alright, so I think I've got a bit of a system worked out here. Alright, so I've come up with a little bit of this. Alright, so this is a system I've come up with. Zombie doesn't seem to be killing him. Is he? Okay, he's getting the villager. He attacked the villager once. So technically the zombie will kill the villager after a while, but it'll just take a while. I present to you the finished product. Now, there's a lot of steps involved, and it's not the most automatic thing in the world, but it'll make our lives a little bit easier when trying to do this, hopefully. Hopefully. Fingers crossed this will actually work well. Anyway, what we want to do is, first of all, change those. We want to make sure that's inactive, that's not active, and then basically we want to hit this button to get a villager, send him into the trading area, and then we'll be able to select what we want. Okay, so piercing 2 for 23 emeralds. That's a pretty good deal. I will save that trade. It's not actually. It's a pretty terrible deal if you're asking me. But his trade is now saved. Let's take out that minecart and let's disable that. Let's make sure he gets on the trapdoor there. So if we just do that, hopefully he will jump relatively soon. He's not jumping, is he? He's not jumping. Okay, he's jumped up. I just had to destroy the thing. Anyway, let's push him up against this wall now. And let's push the minecart along. That should hopefully pick him up, which it didn't. I wonder why it didn't. Because he ignored the piston. What is going on there? He just decided he doesn't follow the rules. Okay, well, let's push him up and then push this minecart quickly. Okay, now we've got the villager. So now we can enable this system here, which it should send him into this little area here. So let's push him along and let's see if it does that. Yep, there we go. It sent him into that area, and now that zombie should take him out relatively quickly. There's no long wait in this one, thankfully. So let's just wait until... Okay, he's been now eaten away. Now all we need to do is send the minecart here. That is wrong. That is wrong. I did the total wrong thing. We don't need to send that minecart here just now. Just like that. Let's rewind a little bit. What we have to do first is push that guy up there, send the minecart, and now we have our zombie villager ready to throw a weakness potion on him. and feed him a golden apple. So let's just show that off here real quick. Weakness potion, golden apple, and then that'll cure him. And then we have ourselves a cured villager. And if we want to cure him again, we can just send him onto this track, send him through again, and then do all that fancy business once again. So yeah, that is the full system. Hopefully I don't forget to do anything. This is probably... oh jeez, I didn't realize I was in creative mode. This is probably the most important part, that I don't mess up, that I don't forget to do these. Because if I do, then that means that the zombie gets out, and that'll be a huge pain for everyone involved. So yeah, gonna try not to do that, but hopefully that won't end up happening. So I think that's the system that we want to end up building. And I just got to remember how to build it, really. And then I'm going to put the zombie in there, and hopefully it'll turn out well. Alright guys, so I've gone ahead and built all of this extra bit here in the survival world. Unfortunately, I did actually build it too far over to this side, I do believe, so I had to shift it over by one. And this was actually built one further over this side, so I had to shift that over one as well. But finally, it is complete. So you can see we've got all this. Well, it's that's kind of a lie. It's actually not complete. We need to get the zombie in here still, which I'm a little bit unsure of how to do. I might just have the zombie walk into here. I'll see, because I can probably go like that, right? So I'll go like that, and then I can make my way out and block it off from this side. And I think that might just work. So I think I just went to use my elytra, but of course I don't have any. That's an interesting point. When am I going to get to the end? Yeah, I'm not entirely sure on that one. Hopefully soon. But anyway, actually I'm going to see. Are there any Endermen around here? Doesn't look like it. Okay, well, anyway. That's not what we're doing right now. I'm going to head off to bed. You can see I trapped this guy in the corner in some dirt. Zombifier right there. So let's... I can't sleep because he's there. Maybe if I move the bed over here, there we go. Okay, I can sleep right here. So now basically, yeah, it's time to try and get that guy over to here. And the great part, 1.15, is awesome because now I can set my respawn point, just like that. Anyway, so let's just clear out all of the zombies in this area. Let's get rid of these guys just to make sure that there's nothing in our way that'll try to kill us. So there's the goal right there. I'm going to try and build a bit of a netherrack staircase going up there, and I'll be back with you once I've done that. Alright, so as you can see, I've built a staircase up here and a pathway that goes all the way around into here. I might raise this up a little bit, and I've also got this little bit that goes across here just to make sure that the zombie doesn't burn up if his helmet breaks. So now it's just... right, okay, I guess I'm going to have to work around that. Anyway, now it's time to actually try and get the zombie in here. So, luring him should be pretty easy. So let's just lure him across here. And hopefully this will go relatively smoothly. I'm going to keep the recording going while I do this. Okay, come on. Alright, he's coming around, Alright, this is going well so far, going well. Hopefully he can't jump up on any of these. Now, this is going to be a little bit tough. Okay, he's in there. Now, I need to... what's going on? No, I need to get that. I'm going to get that into my offhand. Okay! I got him! He's blocked in! Yes! Okay, we have our zombie in here. Mr. Zombifier right here. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so hopefully he won't end up dying. I'm a little bit worried that he will, and I'll accidentally mess something up at one point, but... I might put some signs around just to make sure that I don't end up messing anything up. But anyway, that is the zombie in. And now we should have a totally working system, which is super awesome. I am super happy about that. Alright, anyway, now I guess it's just time to remove this, which I'm pretty much done with anyway, so I may as well keep recording. And then it's time to, I guess, zombify and cure the protection for villager, and then test if it works on that guy. Probably should have got a slightly less good villager to see if it works, but you know, that's alright. So let's just replace all these blocks in here. I'll remove the rest of the blocks later. So let me go ahead and grab a weakness potion and a golden apple right here. And now it's time to test if it works. I'm a little bit nervous. A little bit nervous. I really hope I don't forget anything. So make sure that that's switched off. I don't actually even have a switch there at the moment. So let's put a switch there. So that is switched off. And then that should just bring him around the other side. So if we just flick this lever here. Okay, now he's here. Alright. This is a moment of truth. Even though I've tested this, still a bit of a moment of truth. Now that has to be enabled right there. And this theoretically should all be good. I'm hoping. I guess it's time to just send him across. I'm going to make sure, okay, I need to be in hard difficulty. I'm actually going to lock that here real quick, just to make sure I actually stay in hard difficulty. Now, I'm going to take this minecart from here. Let's enable this line. Hope for the best. I don't want to take it back up, that's cheating. Okay. Now he's being attacked by the zombie. This is protection 4. Okay. He has armor now for some reason. What? How did that happen? I am very, very confused. I am not sure at all why the zombie villager has gold armor now. That's rather odd. Anyway, now it's just time to flick that. Flick that. I'm going to actually flick that again, and we've got him out! Yes! Okay, so now it's just time to hit him with the weakness potion, hit him with the golden apple, and now we just wait and see if his prices go down significantly. Oh, I'm so excited. And there we go! 1 emerald protection 4 trade. That is amazing. Now, I'm gonna try and make sure that I don't hit this guy. Okay. Now, unfortunately, he's in the ground a bit. That didn't. Okay, he's still a 1 emerald protection trade. That is really, 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 really good. That is really, really good. Okay, I'm incredibly happy with that. Something I do want to do right here is put a torch there. I need to light this place up a lot more. But what I want to do is, if I just, I might actually just use some stone brick stairs here. But if I place a stone brick stair there, I basically want it to go up like that, so that essentially the villager can spawn in this block and he'll be fine, and hopefully not wander like into here and stuff. That's something I should probably take care of, make sure that the villager can't wander away. But anyway, let me see if I have any emeralds. I have 8, so I can get protection 4 books for every piece of armor, but I'm not going to do that just yet, because I'm not going to make diamond armor just yet. Even though I probably can, I've got the diamonds for it, and my iron armor's just about broken, but anyway. We have this guy right here. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm actually going to place a lectern in front of him, just like that, so that he can restock his trades and whatnot. And I can't actually reach him back there, which isn't the best, but oh well. So now I'm going to try my best. Here to get a mending book trade, because if I can get a 1 emerald mending book trade, that would be the best thing ever, pretty much. So I'm going to go ahead and try and farm this guy out to get a 1 emerald mending book trade, and I'll be back with you hopefully when I've got that trade. That's a good trade. That's a good trade right there. I think I'm going to send that guy on, because that's a really good trade. Yes! We have a mending trade. Oh, yes, okay. Okay, this guy, we need to make sure we save. Really hope you enjoyed this episode of my... Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that this guy right here, 1 emerald mending trade. You saw it before, but that is really, 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 really awesome. Really, really awesome. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this episode on the survival world. If you did, please consider liking, subscribing, whatever. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.